Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Sufiah Binti Azali. I am the representative of Group 3. We are going to present a slide presentation about our assignment, which is a slide presentation about company practice on relationship, recruitment and selection. Our subject is HRM 554, which is Talent Recruitment and Selection. Our topic is about Starbucks company practice on relationship, recruitment and selection. Without further, let's go and see the slide presentation. In this video presentation, we are going to explain and also study about Starbucks background and also the staffing challenge that Starbucks facing, which is will actually explain in the introduction. As for the content, we will present about staffing model, human resource planning, recruitment and selection method, and also the last one, which is staffing method. And in the end of the video presentation, we are going to present the conclusion. Without further, we are going to start with the first introduction, which is Starbucks background. Hi and Assalamualaikum. I am Sufiah Binti Azali and I'm going to present the introduction, which is Starbucks company background. The Starbucks company was founded by Jerry Boimin, Gordon Bower and also Zef Siegel in Seattle in 1971. The main vision of Starbucks is to establish and also to educate American people about a fine drink experience with coffee. In 1987, the founder, which is Howard Scoville, took over the Starbucks group, and since then, his main vision is to create the Italian espresso bar experience by only buying the perfect and also the best coffee bean to make the finest coffee and also providing customer with the best experience. Now, not only that Starbucks is known as the best coffee shop, it is also known as #1 company that specialty in coffee industry with more than 12,000 shops in more than 35 countries. Starbucks' current mission is to inspire and to nurture the human spirit, which is 1%, 1 cup and 1 neighborhood at a time. Starbucks' main product consists of freshly brewed along with other drinks which included cold and also hot tea. They also provide cakes and pastry. Starbucks coffee also produced in many varieties which is flavor possessing a different taste and also aroma depends on the customer like. Not only that, Starbucks also has its own merchandises which consists of coffee cup, metal, smoothie cup, tumbler, keychain, and also a designer bag. Starbucks also has many brands including Starbucks Music, Tazo Tea, Starbucks Entertainment, Etty's Water, Torrefazione, Italia Coffee, and the last one is Seattle Best Coffee. Now, that is the main background and also a little bit of Starbucks history till now. Every company and organization has their own challenge. One of the most difficult aspects of running a business is to deal with the emerging challenge of company growth, especially during the pandemic that struck the worldwide in 2020. Many big organizations is affected by it and were forced to make a delivering layout, and professionals has to rapidly alter their career path to make ends meet. Even a very well-known organization such as Starbucks is also affected by it. In this video, I'm going to present 3 staffing challenges that Starbucks facing. The first staffing challenge that Starbucks has to facing is talent shortage. For some people, making coffee is very easy, doesn't it require training and also require skills. However, not everyone can make a very good coffee, as to brew a very good coffee requires a lot of training and also guidance. Therefore, Starbucks is very particular in selecting and recruitment their fellow barista. They prefer in hiring people who are very creative, adaptable, self-motivated, and also fast learner. One poor decision by a hiring manager can lead to the new employee in a very vital role who lack the necessary skills or trade, and if the organization cannot find the candidate with good review skill, their productivity can suffer. Talent shortage do not only cause downfall in the company productivity, but it can also cause tension and pressure among the employees as they have to back up their sloppy work of their unqualified peers. The second staffing challenge that Starbucks has to facing is poor onboarding and training. Training is very important to ensure that all employees can adapt to any situation in the future. It is also necessary to show the new employee the aspect of their new job and familiarizing them with the company practice, policy, and also culture. Since Starbucks is a business that is mainly interact with customers, it is very important for Starbucks organization to train their staff on how to handle the customer professionally. However, not everyone can follow and adapt to the training that is prepared by each company. If the training and the teaching are very ineffective, employees will likely lack with knowledge and confidence to handle their day-to-day tasks and meet with the company expectation. This will eventually cause customers with dissatisfaction with the service that is provided. The last staffing challenge, which is the third one, is high turnover. Turnover is normal situation that happens in every company. However, if the employee turnover at the company is too high, it not only causes a loss in labor costs, it can also cause the loss of talent in a company. High turnover in a company is usually caused by employees. They are very unhappy with their pace, working conditions, co-workers, management, and such factors. When too many employees quit, the company will lose their skilled employees that are very familiar with the company or corporation. This situation can force the organization to rush and find new employees to fill the job. However, the company also has to spend their money to train the new employee within the short time, which likely can affect the company profit. That's all for staffing challenge that is facing by Starbucks. With that, I thank you.
Hi, my name is Syafiqah Binti Rosli, and I will present about staffing models, human resource planning, and job analysis. For the staffing models, the Starbucks model is used to illustrate how components may be coordinated to most performance. The hard aspect in this approach includes strategy, structure, and systems. For the strategy, the company's objective is to establish Starbucks as the most recognized and respected brand in the world. Starbucks hopes to achieve this goal by continuing to rapidly expand its retail operations, grow its specialty operations, and selectively pursue other opportunities to leverage the Starbucks brand through the introduction of new products and the development of new distribution channels. In bringing the Starbucks experience to consumers worldwide, the company has decided that it must focus on its competency, namely coffee. For the structure, geographic and brand-based divisions are integrated into Starbucks Corporation divisional organizational structure. The Americas, US, Canada, and Latin America, Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, EMEA, China or Asia Pacific, CAP, China Development, and all other sectors comprise the geographic divisions of the multinational coffee chain. 35 senior vice presidents, 12 executive vice presidents, 3 presidents, and 2 group of presidents make up Starbucks' lofty organizational structure. For the system, the biggest retailer of coffee in the world uses a variety of technology to make daily operation easier. This includes but not are limited to system for hiring and choosing employees, training teams, orienting new members, processing transactions, managing customer relationship, gathering corporate intelligence, managing knowledge and other systems. Starbucks has also integrated a mobile ordering system successfully. More than 8% of orders are now placed using a mobile device, and this percentage is projected to rise in the near future. For the human resource planning, a strong strategy that helps an organization match its people resources with specific business objectives is human resource planning. Every time HR planning is undertaken, certain aspects that influence or determine business success must be taken into account. In order to accomplish its goal internationally, Starbucks Corporation has been taking a lot of aspects into consideration. The political environment is the first element. In order to recruit qualified people and create suitable business models, the company takes into account changing the variable in the MENA, the Middle East and North Africa area. Another element that affects how HR planning is carried out in many businesses is in the problem of diversity. People are moving from region A to region B as a result of the globalization wave. The practice has increased variety on a global scale. This is an aspect that Starbucks Corporation has taken it into account to accommodate the demands of various personnel. Throughout the HRM process, the business identifies certain employees and provide them with knowledge and tools necessary to raise their level to performance. The company also pushes employees to join teams so they can provide consumers with quicker and higher quality services. For the job analysis, HR managers must be familiar with the tasks that Starbucks requires to establish HR plans. Starbucks organizes information in specific job using a job analysis to determine the tasks, responsibilities, and skills required as well as the knowledge and skill to accomplish it. Managers use the data gathered for a job analysis to create two documents, that is position, responsibilities and tasks, job description, and the second one is necessary qualification, that is contain knowledge, skills and abilities for the position job specification.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Farhanah and I'm going to present on recruitment and selection method and strategies for external and internal. So, for the first one is internal. Internal recruitment is a procedure of hiring an employee from within the company. These are the methods that Starbucks are using for internal recruitment, which is intranet and career development. So, what is intranet? Intranet is a private network content within an enterprise that is used to securely share company information and computing resources among employees. Intranet is internal recruitment method used by Starbucks. Starbucks posts a job opening on its website, which only employee and staff can access and search for it. Starbucks also can access and know their current employee performance. Next is career development. Career development is a technique which employees can advance inside the firm. This method usually uses the method of recommendation. Next is external recruitment. External recruitment occurs when a company looks for a suitable candidate from outside the company to fill a vacancy. Number one is social media or company website. Social media is a website and program that let users participate in social networking or generate and share information. Company website means all internet or intranet websites owned or operated by the company. Through social media, Starbucks can attract job seekers to apply. Usually, people who love visiting companies' website are most likely will spread the news mouth of word. Next is career website. Career website is a job board, often known as a career website, is a tool utilized by both companies and candidates. Career websites are made so that employers can advertise their open position to a pool of interested candidates. Career sites are very useful because most of people using it are a job seeker. There are many career sites that available in Malaysia, which are LinkedIn and JobStreet. Next is decision making. Decision is an important aspect of recruitment in order for company to hiring the ideal candidate. There are three techniques that Starbucks use to evaluate the candidate. Number one is multiple hurdle selection system. The multiple hurdle method is a system for recruiting candidates where a series of obstacles are set up that the candidate must clear in order to go to the next stage of the selection process. A cut-off score is used for each obstacle. Employers can narrow the pool of applicants by taking into account those who are qualified for the position using the multiple hurdle approach without jeopardizing the integrity of the selection procedure. The candidate must successfully complete each step of the selection process under the multiple hurdle model. The application will be disqualified if they fail at any step. Number two is board meeting. A board meeting is where decisions are made in a formal manner. The director must first make a motion to adopt a certain policy or procedure. The decision is put to a formal vote by the directors. The bylaws specifically of number of votes, majority or supermajority, required to take an action. And number three is selection test. The selection test aim at measuring such skills and abilities in a worker that are decided by job analysis to be essential for successful job performance. A test is an instrument designed to measure selected psychological factors. Next slide is final match. Final match are decided based on all information gathered during recruitment and selection process. Before receiving an employment offer, the ultimate hiring decision and the selection process should be documented, verbal or written. Comparisons of applicants made and noted after an offer are typically not admissible in support of the final decision in the case of a grievance or other action emanating from the hiring process. Starbucks usually have a recruiting method that all candidates must go through.
This is about the suggestion for improving talent, recruitment and selection practices in Starbucks company. First is the staffing flows. Staffing flows is a process of deploying and retaining a workforce sufficient quantity and quality to create positive impacts on organizations' effectiveness. Staffing flows have three stages. First is recruitment, second is selection, and third is employment. Recruitment means a system which involves the identifications and attraction activities by both the organization and the applicant, while the selection is an assessment and evaluation of talent by the organization through various selection techniques. And employment is involved decisions making and final match activities by the organization and the applicant. Starbucks often face the issues like talent shortage, poor onboarding and training, and high turnover rate of employee. Starbucks should improve their talent recruitment process and selection practices to ensure the sustainability of the organization. As you know, recruitment is a process that attracts potential future employees who contain KSAOs that will help organization achieve its strategic goal. If strategic goals are to be fulfilled, each step must flow from the foundation established during a recruitment planning process. There are a few issues that must be solved before attracting applicants. First is define the strategic goals for recruitment process. Second, organization needs to decide how broadly it will recruit. Lastly, finalize the organizational and administrative person who will do the recruitment and budgeting for the recruitment process. Recruitment, also known as a process in generating a pool of capable people to apply for employment to an organization. Before do the recruitment and selection, it is necessary to determine a suitable specification for the role. Starbucks has continuously recruited people to join its operation. The company has many outlets that operate in more than 39 countries. To enhance its operation, the company should be managing a full-cycle recruitment process and give positive experience to the candidates in the recruitment and selection process to ensure the company can attract the best talent in the market and to avoid any complaints from different and diverse candidates. Working as barista at Starbucks, an individual required to have a personal characteristics and skills which will enable them to carry out role. The core characteristics and skills need to be emphasized are friendliness, attention to detail, a commitment to providing customer service, and ability to work in fast-paced environment. The next stage after recruitment is a selection process. Selection is the process of choosing qualified individuals who are available to fill the positions in the organizations. The hiring manager should take careful consideration while making the selection process. The initial goal is to separate the qualified and the unqualified applicants. The following elements is the crucial part for selection process. Firstly, screening applications and resumes of candidates. Then, testing and reviewing work samples. Next, interviewing candidates and checking the difference and backgrounds. And lastly, making decisions. The Starbucks manager should take full assessment to ensure the credibility of the candidate can achieve the organization objective. And the last stage is an employment. Employment involves decision-making and final match activities by the organizations and the applicants. At that point, the Starbucks organization must decide to whom it will make the job offer, what the content of the offer will be, and how it will be drawn out and presented to the applicant. Upon the applicant acceptance of the offer, the final match is complete. Based on all information gathered during the recruitment and selection process, including resumes, interviewing, test result, applicant ratings, reference check, and the advice of the selection team, decide which candidate best satisfies the requirement of the vacancy. Staffing strategy is making key decisions about acquisition, deployment, and retention of company's workforce. Involves an outgrowth of the interplay between organization and HR strategy. The organization need to determine the mission and vision, what the company want to achieve, and then set up the goals and the company objective. Two components of staffing strategy is staffing quality and staffing levels, while guiding to development of recruitment, selection, and employment program. Human resource design strategies to ensure the organization has the workforce it needs to meet both current and future business objectives. Staffing strategy was originally to ensure the company had the right number of permanent and temporary employees for the business to run efficiently. Through person-organizational match model, the organization seeks to determine the extent to which the person fits or matches not only the job but also the organization, and when applicants assess the extent to which they may fit the organization in addition to the extent to which they match the needs and rewards of a particular job. They have a positive impact on HR outcomes, particularly attraction of job applicants, job performance, retention, attendance, and satisfaction. The management and the administration is an organization that must respond to change effectively to remain competitive. The right staff can carry an organization through a period of change and ensure its future success. Because of the importance of hiring and maintaining a committed and competent staff, effective human resource management is crucial to the success of all organizations. The organization is obliged to provide training to all staff to coordinate work in the organization. The management should conduct an induction training program based on their role. Training programs should be led by coaches and trainers to help new employee become familiar with the Starbucks culture and prepare for their success. Therefore, this program indirectly can reduce the turnover rate among employees.
As a conclusion, Starbucks is highly selective company towards their recruiting new employee. We believe that everybody knows the brand of Starbucks. It's a world largest coffee franchise in the world, and it's extremely empower their customer service to become their method to success. And as the company is in the competitive industry, their approach toward recruitment and selection process is slightly different from the other company. Basically, their recruitment and selection. Their recruitment is simple, but their screening toward the selection candidate is more detailed because Starbucks has their own brand, their work environment, and then they most observe on the candidate if the candidate is suitable to their culture to fulfill their requirement to play their job role has one of the Starbucks associate. This process is to ensure that every new employee is suitable and passionate enough to deliver their outstanding service to their customers. As we can see in their website, Starbucks' mission to the employee is to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. Meaning to say, this shows their mission is to provide consumer with an experience and social contact, whereby they believe that the pass over coffee, one cup of coffee, and service at the counter will bring their name, will make them become a very successful company, and also will establish their branding. They strongly believe in this. So therefore, the great smile towards the service is very important to them. And then, and this excellent connection they carry in every recruitment process. During the selection process, they assessing the great personal attributes and talent that will allow associates to carry their duty. On the recruitment, Starbucks open through internal and external recruitment. For the external recruitment methods, job seeker can search vacant position information through their website and then through all the main job seeker platform. The application required for them if they want to apply through their website. The applicant just required to fill up the apply form and then apply job through the website, and then we will process their job application through the website. And also the main job seeker platform also they advertise their position usually for the main or top position of the Starbucks. And in terms of training and development, whereby Starbucks believe that during the recruitment and selection process, their skills is very important, and then they also give an opportunity to those candidates that are not so involved or not so have much experience in their skills, so that they will give the training. Therefore, they can avoid the high turnover or shortage of associates or shortage of talent in the future. So we believe that Starbucks is a very selective company to their recruitment and selection, and also they believe that to give training to their new employee, can empower their skill, can enhance their skill, and can build their skill and career.